For those with an aptitude for magic, the Mages Guild provides endless opportunity.
I hate this nonsense between the Duke and those Red Guards. I need a book from my room, but Master Kermalin insists we have to stay out here. You Trallet, you hadn't heard? I've been so long in this backwater that I forget travelers like you don't know all the local gossip. Started when that Red Guard army marched up to the walls and pitched camp. Those tents across the river, that's them. Maybe not an army, but that's what the Duke's men call it. They're all upset these Red Guards are here to somehow capture the castle or something. Personally, I don't get it. Red Guards, Bretons, even us orcs, we're all supposed to be allies. I'm with the Mages Guild. Pursuit of knowledge and standing ready against any Daedric threat. That's what we're about. So, Master Kermalin doesn't want us getting tangled up in local politics. Camping? Not ever. I'll leave the rugged stuff to the boys in the Fighters Guild. No, fortunately, the Bianena family is willing to put us up at their house. It's a little cramped, but it's better than sleeping out here with the mosquitoes.
For those with an aptitude for magic.
Over here, Initiate.
Hail. I'm just going to ignore our...
Greetings. I have a message.
What?
These Knights of the Flame, they insult King Paharjad by refusing me entry. I have an urgent message for Duke Nathaniel, and I am a close friend of the Duchess. I cannot understand why the Knights are so stubborn. An armed escort is customary in Alakir. We mean no insult, and certainly no threat. They say we bring an army. An army would be hundreds. This is merely one regiment. If you might convince the Knights to listen to reason, I would be obliged.
Damned foreigners. Nothing but trouble around here ever since the Duke married King Paharajad's daughter. And now there's a Red Guard army on our doorstep, expecting the Knights of the Flame to just stand aside? Envoy Darima marches up with an army claiming she's on a diplomatic mission from King Paharajad of Alakir. She says her message is for Duke Nathaniel alone and demands entry. All I have to say is over my dead body. My mission is clear. No one from the Red Guard camp allowed in the castle. I'm a Knight of the Flame, and I will enforce that directive to my dying breath. Sir Hughes is the head of our order. If you have concerns, speak to him inside the castle. I'm acting on...
I heard about you. You're the stranger who freed Dabien from the stocks, aren't you? Sure glad you're here.
Greetings.
Did you happen to see a beautiful woman with fiery red hair walk out of the inn? Yeah, neither did I. Damn.
I'm good. It's a wonderful thing, traveling. So much interest. New. Like Breton wine. So it's great stuff.
I've already been places, don't you see? From the icy reaches of Skyrim to the salty bays of Black Marsh. I've already seen it. I just want to stay where I am now.
Never a dull day in all care. These are thirsty times, my friend.
I have to admit, the man knows how to brew a good beer.
Let's drink to the ladies.
Welcome to the Old Goat Inn. Mind your manners, or the Red Guards will kick you out.
What do you want? Do you make it a habit to accost strangers? That's foolish, even in the best of times. You should be careful who you talk to around here.
The tension is thick around here. I'm not used to Bretons and Red Guards at odds. Aren't we supposed to be allies?
Do you mind? I prefer to drink in peace.
Hold still.
It's nothing personal, stranger. I just don't trust you.
I don't know what's going on around here, but if you're looking for a good orcish novel, I can offer a few suggestions.
I have to admit, the man knows how to brew a good beer.
My sister's supposed to be coming in from High Rock, but I've been waiting here for hours. I hope nothing's happened.
The history of this region is fascinating.
Let's see. Apples, apples, apples. As long as I'm baking with apples today, I'll do fine. What can I do for you?
All day long, I work as a carpenter. Then I get to come home and work on my house. I don't ask questions. I just keep working.
I've got to get these nuts to Mr. Radinock. He's paying me to haul them down to that Red Guard camp later today. The Knights won't let them into the market. We'll bring the market to them.
Don't mind me. I'm just a groundskeeper here, and this place needs careful inspecting. The captain wants this place spit shining. He gets like that every time there's a hint of trouble, always finding every bleeding little fault.
Gall and pox! Dame Dabienne wanted me to tell the Duke you were coming here. You saved me back in Coglin Village. I'm the messenger, the one in the warehouse. I'm sorry. I got back here and I had to tell my parents and my friends about the slaver attack down at the village. And then it just completely slipped my mind. Not much point in doing it now. I can't believe I forgot to announce you to the Duke. I really am sorry. I hope you can forgive me. Oh yeah! I forgot to deliver the message to the constable in Coglin Village as well. That's actually kind of funny, isn't it? Unless... Are you frustrated with me? I know. You're right. I've never been a very good messenger. I always wanted to be a king, or a duke, or something more important. But here I am. I'm doing my best. Please don't tell anyone about this. I'll do better next time, I promise. Do I know you? Oh, yeah. You're the one who helped us back at the farm. Now we just need to get back to Camlorn. Guess you can't help us with that.
You're welcome to Alcair Castle. I'm sure you noticed King Faharajad's army camped outside our walls, so you can understand why Duke Nathaniel is not entertaining guests. I should hope you're not here to add to our troubles. Don't hear that too often, but it's most welcome. If blood gets spilled here, it could destroy the fragile alliance holding together the Daggerfall Covenant. We need to defuse this situation as quickly as possible. Damn it. Dame Follett is holding the envoy up at the gate, isn't she? Never questioning orders is Follett's strength and her weakness. I'll have to send word to make an exception. Meantime, I actually have a task you'd be well suited for. It's a sensitive matter. We've intercepted secret messages to King Faharajad from someone inside the castle who goes by the alias of Almundine. My hope is that a little research in the library might reveal where this term comes from. Unfortunately, the Duke requires that he personally approve all visitors to the library, and he can't know about this. The library guard, Sir Gregory, perhaps you can persuade him to look the other way, or, failing that, to leave his post. Again, you must keep this quiet. The Duke is already overwhelmed, and hearing about a spy inside the castle might push him over the edge. Get past Sir Gregory and into the library. Find out who Almundine is, and report back to me personally. For better or worse, the Duke defers to me on the matter for now. Nathaniel shares King Emmerich's bloodline, but not his talent for calm under pressure. Of course, the Duke's wife being King Faharajad's daughter doesn't make matters easier. Indeed, Duchess Lakana is one of King Faharajad's youngest daughters. They say he was quite fond of her. She doesn't speak of her father much, but I think those ties run deeper than she lets on. I cannot defy the Duke's orders, not with an army at the gates. You can. One thing that might help, Sir Gregory is insanely jealous of his wife. In his mind, she would be the sheath to every knight's blade. You didn't hear it from me.
Hold it right there! This is Duke Nathaniel's personal library. No access without his express permission. If it's an emergency, you want the armory, not the library. It's just books in there. Honestly, I don't know why the Duke's so worried about it, but he is. If I let you in, I'd be kicked out of the castle. Probably my wife, too. No, I couldn't ask her to work. She wouldn't like that. She might even leave me. No, she spends most of her time in the market. Too much time, if you ask me. I can't stand the way all those merchants look at her. The other knights, too.
Ale.
hope you will forgive us for not offering a more friendly welcome. The affairs of the region weigh heavily on my husband's shoulders. There are also concerns about security here in the castle. You really should speak with Sir Hughes.
Tell me you don't come bringing more bad tidings. I've already heard about the slavers on the shore and the cultists in the hills. I don't mean to be rude, but I have enough concerns. It's probably better if you speak to Sir Hughes.
My wife hunts game, I hunt for bargains.
I was going to sell apples today, but someone started throwing them at people. Then the guards shut me down. Now, everyone gets rocks for free instead. Go figure.
I've got a little of this.
After all the gold I've spent here, you'd think these backwater merchants would be more grateful. No patience whatsoever. I miss city life. I miss Wayrest. By the way, have you seen Sir Higgins? Oh, Sir Higgins is such a gentleman. I'm just waiting for him to come and help me carry all these groceries home.
Channeling arcane power. Channeling arcane.
Unless the Duke himself tells me to make an exception, the library is off limits. Everyone does. That damn man gets away with murder. Sir Hughes has him patrolling inside the castle walls. He basically just lollygags around the market, flirting with women. Why do you... My wife? Vendi? That motherless louse! His escorting days will come to a swift end when I break his kneecaps.
Sometimes a true knight must undertake a mission that requires reading books rather than slaying monsters. Such is what I asked of you. Did you learn anything in the library? I feared as much. We have to proceed carefully now. We don't want to alert the Duchess or King Faharajah to the fact that we know about the secret communications. I hate to say it, but I'm going to have to speak with the Duke about this. The fact that the Duchess is sending secret letters to her father is serious cause for concern. We need to know exactly what they're planning, though. After speaking with King Faharajad's envoy, Duchess Lakana asked to go out and negotiate with the Redguard General herself. Clearly, we can't allow that. But the Duchess is refusing to let the envoy leave to deliver her message. My thoughts exactly. And in so doing, you would win her confidence. You already helped get the envoy through the gates, so Lakana will be inclined to trust you. Go speak with her upstairs. Do whatever you must to learn her plans. Remember, keep this quiet. Just between the two of us for now.
Did you hear that someone purged the corruption from the weird tree?
I must thank you again for interceding on my behalf. Sir Hugh spoke with Dame Follett, and I was promptly allowed entry. If only we could convince them that we came in peace. If only it was that easy.
Terima told me you spoke to Sir Hughes about Dame Follett. Thank you. You don't know what a relief it is to have her here. I am an outsider in Alcaire Castle, with no one I can fully trust. Sometimes I even wonder if I can trust the Duke. Because there have been several attempts made on my life, all from someone within these walls. An Alakir poison intended for my lips killed one of my tasters just a few days ago. There are many rivals for the throne in Alakir. They despise the Covenant, and they would kill me to destroy it. My father has been trying to identify the assassins. I must speak with General Thoda at the camp outside, but I am forbidden. Can I trust you? You did intercede on our behalf with Sir Hughes. Very well. But General Thoda will not expect you. You will need to get his attention. It may be difficult, but if you could best some of his warriors, he will want to see you. Thank you. Things are truly desperate when a daughter of King Faharajad must rely on the generosity of a stranger. But I do believe in you. The future of the Covenant and my life depends on you. Rupka, go with you, friend.
I don't like this. I don't like this at all. An army of Red Guards down there, and the Knights of the Flame don't look happy to see them. Might be a good time to take that vacation I've been planning.
I don't care who's fighting who. There's always more laundry.
You should walk with more respect. You are in a camp full of soldiers who have been sitting still too long. Someone may decide to use you for sword practice. Very well. We shall see who fights best.
Let us dance then.
I don't know you. Be on your way.
I'm a long way from home, but my work never changes.
What have we here? You come strutting through our camp with such attitude. Perhaps someone needs to teach you a lesson. You think so? Then let's find out. Let us dance then. Not bad.
You're not supposed to be here.
This is a military camp, not fit for the likes of you. Be on your way, little one. Nothing would please me more. Let us dance, then.
Not bad.
Ha! Who is this little pipsqueak walking through our camp? Perhaps I turn you into a pincushion. As am I. Watch and see a true warrior in action. Let us dance, then.
Why are you here, stranger? When will you leave?
My sword arm has had little practice since coming to Stormhaven. You look like you might make good sport. You think so? Then let's find out.
Let us dance, then. Not bad.
Work hard. Do not stop for idle chatter.
You should walk with more respect. You are in a camp full of
As am I.
Let us dance, then. Well fought.
As we traveled here, I saw a ghost. And so now I pray to Tuaka to guide the lost soul to final rest.
Don't know why you're here, but I know you'll leave soon.
You don't look so dangerous. Yet you waltz into my camp and pick fights with my soldiers. Tell me why I should not simply cut off your head where you stand. The princess, she is all right then. That is good. King Faharajad sent me to protect her, but there is little I can do from out here. I do not wish to start a war, but I will if my king orders it. I await new orders even now. Ah, yes, indeed. The poison maker was quite stubborn, but he spoke a name with his dying breath. It means nothing to me, though. He said, "Follett." She is. Then she is in the castle. Go then, quickly. Tell the connoisseur that she may be prepared for this wench assassin. I cannot go in, so you must protect her.
It is a relief to see you returned. I fear I might have asked too much. Tell me, though, did General Thoda have any new insights into the source of these assassination attempts? What? The Knights of the Flame are sworn to protect me. Why would one try to take my life? I know Dame Follett spoke out against my marriage to the Duke, but I can't imagine how that could motivate her to murder. I hope Dame Follett was acting alone in this. If there is a wider conspiracy, I fear for what that might mean for our future. No, this will not do. To run would be to surrender to this madwoman's hatred. Follett is the one who must pay. Though I don't always agree with him, Sir Hughes is a good man, and I trust him. Tell him of Follett's betrayal. He will see justice served. I can't believe my suspicions were so far from the truth. The assassin being a Breton only makes this situation more volatile. Please, tell Sir Hughes and ask him to resolve this matter swiftly. Because it has greater potential for destroying the Daggerfall Covenant. My choice to go to my father for help rather than the Knights of the Flame only made matters worse. I'm sorry for that now. Indeed, but perhaps it would have been better if Sir Hughes had uncovered that truth. No time for regrets, though. We will do this properly now. Let Sir Hughes handle it. It is what's best for the Covenant.
I trust you've earned the Duchess' confidence by now. That's good. Have you been able to learn why she was conspiring with her father? After the attempt on her life, that makes sense, but why go to her father? The Knights of the Flame are here to protect her. It makes no sense. Why would he send an army here? The assassin's poison came from Alakir. The Duchess said so herself. Dame Follett, are you certain? That's a grave accusation. Of course she was opposed to the marriage. We'll have to question her, but sending a Knight of the Flame to apprehend her might not be wise. I was hoping you might volunteer. That would help avoid a scene. Follett's home is north of the inn. If you'll go there first, I'll get some of my men and come as backup.
This is what it's come down to. Then so be it.
Where's Follett? Did she run? I'm sorry to hear that. You did what had to be done, and I suppose her reaction merely proves her guilt. I wish I could say there was no longer cause for concern. Somehow, though, I just don't think that's the case. Something about all this just isn't adding up. Indeed. I would very much like to discuss this with you further, but not inside the castle. My home is past the market. If you'll give me a moment to settle matters here and check on the Duchess, I'll meet you there and we can talk.
Wait, aren't you the person who rescued Dame Dabienne from those mad villagers? Yes, I'm certain you are. She described you perfectly. Would you have time? You must tell me everything. I can write a song about you. Well, I only heard a little when Dabienne reported back. Something about crazy villagers locking her up and planning terrible things. How about you tell me what happened? Ooh, slavers. That's good. Well, the crowd always loves slavers. As villains, that is. So you fought a great battle against them. one against many, and then defeated their captain in single combat. Oh. I suppose I can work with that. This is going to be a bigger challenge than I thought. Maybe a comic tale. How the constable got his comeuppance. You be the hero, of course. I'm sure I can make a good story of it.
I haven't seen anything suspicious, and I'm not looking for trouble.
You! Did Sir Hugh send you to kill me? You're not here to... Oh, merciful Stendar! Lakana! No, she's not safe. Hughes is going to kill her. He's crazy. Something about his dreams. If you don't believe me, check his journal. He was writing all about it. First, though, untie me. I have to get back to the castle and warn Lakana. Lakana, my friend, this can't be happening. How could she be dead?
Why would someone do this? Where were the Knights of the Flame? Why weren't they protecting my wife? There must be something, anything, that will explain this. Search the castle. She cannot be dead. This cannot be real. Lakana. You spoke with her, didn't you? What do you know of this? Tell me. Sir Hughes? Was he mad? He was supposed to protect her. How will I explain this to Lakana's father? To her sister? Lakana would never hurt anyone. She was innocent. My beloved wife. I don't understand. Sir Hughes served me for so many years. Loyally. Faithfully. Why would he murder my wife? Dreams? That maniac murdered my wife on the basis of a dream? He will die for this! You must help me find him. He's probably gone to Firebrand Keep. Please, do it for Lakana. Find Hughes and kill him.
King Vaharajad will be devastated. He'll want someone to answer for this.
what?
I've got a little of this, a little of that. Thank the eight. It's quiet today. Did you hear what happened to Dame Dabian in Coglin Village?
She said some stranger showed up and got her set loose. She was lucky. You don't find people like that every day.
Sir Hughes decided to let that Red Guard envoy in to speak with the Duke, and the soldiers went back to their camp. So things are quiet here, for now.
These caves have been quiet for so long, but the winds have returned and our spirits with them. You walk among the living, yet you speak to the dead. Will you help return us to rest? I came here on a sacred mission, to slay the notorious bandits known as the Three. I ventured into these depths, leaving my fellow knights behind with orders to collapse the cave if I did not return. This cave became my tomb. Perhaps, but by sealing the cave, my fellow knights succeeded where I did not. The Three starved here in the darkness. But now the cave is reopened, and their spirits again threaten the land. You must put their spirits to rest. My sword is forged of consecrated steel, and dedicated to the cause of purging evil from these lands. Take it, and finish what I started. It will aid you in your quest. The blade may have rusted to the point where it is useless in battle, but its magic remains. Defeating the spirits below with the sword in your possession will bind their souls to its steel. I wish I could tell you that I died in valiant battle, but I cannot. Like the very bandits I came to slay, I starved to death here in the dark, after my fellow knights collapsed the cave. Yes, my fellow knights did what had to be done. I can only imagine how difficult it must have been. But I had failed to fulfill my vow, and it was the only way to ensure the three would terrorize this land no more. No, these caves were too complex and the bandits too numerous. After the collapse, I crept down to find the three eating their minions to survive. I was too hungry, too horrified to face them, and I knew they were only putting off the inevitable. I wish I could. In my time, they were the band of the three, robbers and bandits who achieved considerable wealth. They hired men to do their dirty work. Really, they were nothing special, just murderers and thugs who operated long enough to get a reputation. Their spirits have returned as the Fallen Three, and they are worse than before. Now the three and their followers venture forth from this cave to steal people's souls rather than their money. You must stop them. Because you speak to me as if I were here and alive. I am an echo in these caves, the scream of a time long past. I don't know quite what you are, but I need your help. I wish I could. I vowed to slay the three after they killed my aunt and uncle in a robbery. I fear my failure to satisfy that vow is what drew my spirit back here along with theirs. If you can destroy their spirits with my blade, my vow will be fulfilled. My sword is full.
come down here.
What have you done, you meddling creature of flesh?
I sense a darkness lifted from the fiery depths. Tell me, have you done the deed? I can feel the serenity flowing into my spirit already. By destroying their spirits with my blade, you have fulfilled my vow and released me from this plane. Thank you. I'll return you to the surface now. Go with honor, and my gratitude.
Would you look at this? It's just my luck. It's a terrible spot, actually. If only I could have made it to Alcaire Castle. If the bandits see me here like this, I'll be lucky if the cart is the only thing I lose. I don't know for sure, but I heard they were camped up the road at Port Dun Watch. Here, I'll mark it on your map, just in case you feel like getting them before they get me.
Rumor is the soldiers of the redoubt are going to move on to Cathbedro. May the Eight protect them.
Free at last. My thanks.
You there, in the name of the... You there. If you respect the name of the Knights of the Flame, then I would ask your assistance. Bandits are masquerading as members of our order and then robbing people blind. You can steal from the bandits that which they stole from us. The motherless swine somehow got their hands on our tabards, and now they're robbing travelers on the road to Rothgar. Kill as many as you can, but mainly get our tabards back.
me!
Help.
Help! Can anyone assist me?
Show you how it's done.
You're alive. Were you successful? Thank you. At least now travelers won't be fooled into thinking they can trust these ruffians. After we get healed up, we'll make another push to drive the bandits from this region altogether.
You're looking for Sir Hughes, aren't you? Get in line. We've been waiting for him to come and clarify our orders for days. He returned all right, but mumbling incoherently. Know what that means? Just more confusion. I think Hughes has lost it. The Duchess is dead? Hughes killed her? Oh, for Mara's sake, I didn't think he was that crazy. I guess that explains why his orders were so confusing. Good thing we didn't march on the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle. So I guess if Sir Hughes killed the Duchess then, crazy or not, the Duke is gonna want him to answer for that. I guess this means we're gonna have to find a new leader. He went into the keep. Sir Croix might be protecting him, though. Finding Hughes may be difficult until we clear up all the confusion here. You should talk to Sir Edmund. He's just up the steps.
Taking a stand for what's right is never easy. If you've come to Firebrand Keep to petition for help from the Knights of the Flame, I'm afraid you'll be disappointed. Our leader, Sir Hughes, seems to have gone mad, and the Knights are divided over whether or not to follow his last order. This is far worse than I thought, and makes our cause all the more critical. Sir Hughes just returned to the keep, acting strangely. He's in there with Sir Croix, who is making preparations to attack the Red Guards at Alcaire Castle. Indeed. Myself and these others were exiled for standing against Sir Croix, but we are too few at present to retake the keep. There are other knights in the keep who are questioning Sir Croix. Could you go in and look for those who would join us?
Preparing the entire order to go to war isn't easy. This is going to take some time. You're right. This doesn't make any sense at all. My duty is to do what's right, not to blindly follow orders. I'm with you.
Preparing the entire order to go to war. You're right. This doesn't make any...
Can't you see I'm busy?
I hear King Faharajad's been plotting to take over Alcaire for years. You would have me disobey direct orders and turn against Sir Croix? You sound like that coward Sir Edmund. You're an enemy to the Order, and I will see you... Defend yourself, then!
If Sir Hughes really wants us to go to war, I prefer he told us himself. You're right. This
Hello.
If Sir Hughes really wants...
I knew more of my fellow knights would come to see the insanity Sir Croix means to unleash at Alcaire Castle. I think we have enough knights now to retake the keep. I've sent them to take up strategic positions. Indeed. Taking up arms against our fellow knights is something I know none of us wishes to do, but Sir Croix has forced this upon us. This is unpleasant business, but let's get on with it. I've told the knights positioned around the castle to attack on our signal. There's a siege horn mounted atop Firebrand Keep's main hall. If you are willing, I would ask you to go there and blow the horn. That will signal everyone to attack. The Knights of the Flame stand fast.
If you were wounded in the battle, go see Odette in the infirmary downstairs. She will see that your wounds are treated.
We caught them by surprise, and I think we have the upper hand. I've been wounded, though. I don't think I'd be of any more use in the battle. I've done what I could, but I failed to find Sir Croy. Now I fear he would best me quite easily. I need you to do this. I believe the other knights will stand down if we can defeat Sir Croy. Will you face him for me? He's in the eastern garrison. Kill him. Put an end to this. There's another siege horn on top of the garrison. When Croy is killed, blow that horn. The knights will pause, and I'll use that moment to call for an end to the fighting.
I need healing.
At last, the outsider who rallies my knights to rebellion. I'm going to enjoy this.
Hello there.
I grieve for Sir Croy and all those who died fighting for him. But there was no other way to save the Knights of the Flame. Thank you for doing what I could not. Indeed. With Sir Croy slain, I am assuming command of Firebrand Keep for now. Needless to say, preparations to march to Alcair Castle have been called off. Killing my fellow knights to restore order was hard enough. But this matter with Sir Hughes is unthinkable. He's down in the infirmary. I'm told he was raving about killing the Duchess before he fell unconscious. I don't know what to do. Then I suppose you must. Whatever crimes he may be guilty of, you should know that Sir Hughes was always an honorable knight. I simply must believe that his recent actions are caused by some form of insanity. The infirmary is below the Great Hall. Speak to the healer there, Odette. Get her assessment of his condition. Again, I would plead with you, if his actions are truly driven by madness, show mercy.
If you were wounded in the back...
Will no one come to my aid?
If you are wounded, you may take a bed in the corner. I will tend to you as soon as I can. I'm sorry to say that Sir Hughes is in no condition to talk. I tried to help him, but this is simply beyond my ability to treat. It seems to be some type of curse. He came in mumbling to himself, and soon he was just... gone. I do not think you could cause his condition to be any worse, so you are welcome to do what you like. I warn you, though, curses like this are very unpredictable. If you start to feel dizzy, I would suggest stepping away.
The Duke should not have wed King Farazad's daughter.
The Duke's marriage was a mistake. He's put us all at risk.
King Farazad is planning to invade Alcair. Duchess Lacana is a spy.
Connor has everyone fooled. She and her father are plotting against us.
Duchess Lacana is orchestrating an attack on Alcair. She must be stopped.
The Duchess has betrayed us. I have to stop her. Whatever it takes. Planning.
What are you doing here? Leave my room at once.
I won't allow Alcair to fall into Redguard hands.
Alcair in Redguard hands? Tears of Set. You've gone mad.
I'm sorry. But this is the only way.
No! Please!
What have I done? I killed her. She deserved it, didn't she? I know she did, or I think I know. Is this real? No. It's a never-ending nightmare, whether I sleep or not. I killed Duchess Lacana. The omen whispered in my mind, poisoning my thoughts. Now it tortures me, forcing me to watch the murder again and again. The omen of fear, always with me, always whispering, telling me about the Redguards, about Lacana. I believed it, but it was lying. I murdered an innocent woman and betrayed the Duke. Now it's hiding, but it's not gone. We have to kill it. You have to kill it. My sword. In the dream, I left it in the throne room. The omen is drawn to it. Find the sword, and find the omen.
I can see your fear.
You killed the omen. May the Eight bless you. My mind is free, but my sins remain. Yes, I'm all right, but not absolved. I ordered the Knights of the Flame to rebellion. I murdered the Duchess. I betrayed the Duke. These stains on my honor cannot be washed away. You killed the omen.
King Faharjad is furious over the death of his daughter. He demands an immediate execution for her murderer.
Whatever dark influence that dominated Sir Hughes, that was the enemy. This man is innocent.
The Duchess died by my hand. My crime is unforgivable, and I accept full responsibility. Do what must be done.
I was so happy to see Sir Hughes escape from whatever darkness held him in thrall. But it seems now his fate is more unclear than ever. Whatever he may have done, I would counsel the Duke to show mercy. Always mercy.
Sir Edmund sent for me, and I came as soon as I could. Sir Hughes does not plead for clemency, yet he says his mind was not his own. As strong as my anger may be, I sense truth in your words, and some change in Sir Hughes's character. But he murdered my wife, and for that, I can find no forgiveness. He asked me to take his life and restore honor to the Knights of the Flame. But my emotions are too strong. I cannot trust myself to make the right decision. You were in his dream. You saw what drove him to murder. You must decide his fate. Very well. Thank you for your counsel.
Rise, old friend. You will not die this day.
Then my punishment is living in disgrace.
I fear that King Faharjad will not be pleased with this outcome. I will do my best to explain the circumstances, but there may be political repercussions.
This decision could not have been easy for you. and it will not be easy on Duke Nathaniel. Sir Hughes is a good man, though, and I am glad he will live.
I cannot allow one who committed so grievous a crime to ever serve me again. Sir Hughes may live, but he will never stand in my court again. I hereby strip him of his knighthood. I exile him from Alcair. He may never return, upon penalty of death. He faces a kinder fate than the one that befell my wife. Though the immediate danger is past, I fear this might be more than an isolated event. Sir Hughes driven mad by nightmares, and I've heard the constable in Coghlan village was similarly affected. We need to know more about this so-called omen. The spirit wardens of Pariah Abbey. They dabble in Daedric rituals, but they're benevolent. Speak to Brother Moron at the Abbey. Ask him if the appearance of this omen should be cause for wider concerns. If so, we should warn High King Emmerich. There's more for us to discuss. We must investigate this further.
There has been so much blood and so much darkness here today. I should attend to these wounded knights.
I fear that justice would have been better served by my death. I pray your judgment does not prove to be a mistake for the future of the Covenant.
If you were wounded in the battle,
This will go down in the history books as a dark day for the Knights of the Flame.
Hail. I never wanted to raise a sword against my fellow knights. I feel terrible about what happened here.
It's going to take us a long time to heal.
If Sir Croy is dead, I guess that settles it. No battle with the Red Guards after all.
I never really considered Sir Edmund as a leader, but now I think he might be the right man for the job.
I never wanted to raise a sword against my...